in 2024. If you're a good black man and this doesn't apply to you, then I applaud you. We as black women applaud you.
No, we're not going to be quiet. We're not going to be quiet, because were they quiet when black men were calling out the behavior on the other side that they didn't like? No. They protested to get channels taken down and people canceled. Women would love to go back to a time where the only people allowed to talk were those who could actually get on mainstream. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chishi Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Have you guys heard of the before the black wife effect TikTok trend? If you haven't, I'm going to play a video here just to show you what it basically is. Now, you're not going to get the full experience because there's also a song that goes along with it, but due to copyright, we can't even play the song with it. But I'm going to press play here and show you what exactly is going on. That's resulted in a heated discussion. Surrounding what, you may ask? Well, surrounding dating and relationships between black men and black women. So basically, it's titled Before the Black Wife Effect because it's black wives showing viewers their husbands before they met them and how they basically leveled them up and like styled them. And I mean, I think it's actually pretty cool. I saw the videos. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I was like, look at that. You know, I was enjoying a lot of them. I was like, look at these men upgrading. That's what's up. All right, so check it out. Let's get it. I mean, that's a pretty good glow up. We got to give it up to that couple. I see this, and like I always say, now listen, it turned into something else, and we're about to get into that. Like I always say, I think everybody should go where they're appreciated, go where they're loved. I'm not somebody who's like, black people should be with black people and white people with white. No, you're not going to get that Umar Johnson talk from me. Let's check out some of these comments, see what people had to say. First comment here says, one of the best ones yet. Yes, guys, there were a lot more. It goes on to say, but he was really handsome before also, she says. Another comment here says, you created your own Travis Kelce. With the exclamation mark. Nice. By the way, we're going to get to that comment too later on. Somebody had a little bit to say about that. Another comment here says, I was like, oh, he's cute, ... And then I was like, oh, okay. Here's somebody else who says, I love this trend with the exclamation mark because our women be seeing the vision. Here's another person who added, I need me a black queen ASAP. So this is a white guy here and a bunch of comments underneath. Women, you know, pick me. No, I'm just kidding. The comments underneath, this chick says, get yourself one. Another comment here says, get you one because there is nothing like it. Somebody else here says, laughing emojis. By the way, I would agree with these comments. You want yourself a black woman, go get yourself a black woman, bro. You know, like myself. Here's another comment from a woman. She's like, yo, I'm here. Here's somebody else who says, we here. Another person here says, we are magic. Another comment here says, you turned him into a runway model. And somebody else here says, I'm ready to provide the black wife effect. And here's another comment that says, he ain't even know he was fine. And that's it. Okay, so listen, I also need to mention that it wasn't just black women doing this. I saw one with before the Latina wife effect. And I saw another one, I think it was a white wife who did the same thing. And so there were different people doing this, but the majority and the ones who started it were black women. Here are a few more in case you guys want to see some other ones. And I'll play you guys one more here. Okay, so here's where things got, by the way, comment down below. What do you guys think of those transformations? What do you think of those transformations? Here's where things started to take a turn for the worst, right? It stopped being positive and turned into an attack on black men. This chick uploaded a video I'm gonna play it here. And this was her version of this whole trend. Now, guys, she did the trend differently. She started off with saying, life before dating a black man. And then she shows life after dating a black man. Let's get it. Okay, so before she's dating a black man, she's showing that she's vibrant, happy, enjoying life. And then here it switches up to life after dating a black man. All right, so I saw that video and I said to myself, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not even going to give it any time. Then I thought a little bit more and I said, you know what? This has to be addressed. And it wasn't that video that made me address the video that she actually made. Because I was like, okay, if that's your experience, cool. Then go date somebody else then, right? It was what she said to justify making that video after people started to react and disagreed with her opinion. But before we hear what she had to say, of course, we're going to read some comments in response to her video. Top comment said, I was waiting to see this. I knew this would be the real message from black women to black men. He thought this was the real message. I personally was just like, okay, you know, you have black men who say that they prefer dating outside their race. It happens on both sides of the gender. And I kind of saw it as this is just an innocent trend where black women are just showing their effects of basically like styling the men that they're with, you know, giving them some swag and dressing them up like a woman. I'll say what a woman said in another video. She said they're dressing them up like black men, but more on that later. But this man, he saw this and said, I knew this was the overall message is you guys suck. We would rather have this because you guys as a whole are the problem. Let's check out more comments here. Somebody else says destroyed, crying emojis, traumatized. So these are chicks now chiming in going, oh my goodness, me too. Another woman here says the accuracy. Somebody else here says, I love black men, but I just hollered with a laughing emoji. Now there were some funny pictures of there with her and she was looking kind of busted with the hair all over the place. It was funny. Another woman here says, it was worse for me. I almost lost my life. Okay. See, you see. Now we want to blanket all men and put them under this umbrella of being violent and you're going to lose your life messing with a black man. It's crazy. Here's somebody else who says, I shouldn't be laughing this hard with the laughing emojis. Somebody else here says, I will never go back to this life. Somebody else here added, that struggle of. Another person here says, this have to be the best one I've seen. It's the only one I've seen like this. Another person here says, they just know how to hurt us. She's another person who says, we crying too, sis. You not alone. Somebody else here added, the accuracy with laughing emojis. I haven't touched one in a decade. And so she's obviously talking about black men saying she hasn't touched one in a decade. Okay. All right. So here's her response to a comment that said, not all black women feel this way. Listen to what she had to say. Let's get it.
Oh my gosh, guys, the Pick-Mishas here. The Pick-Mishas are here. All right, babe. So just because you yourself, you do not feel this way, you don't speak for the majority of black women. Look at the numbers of comments. Look at the likes and the shares and the reposts on this video. I can't even comment. That's how overwhelming the black women are feeling. Again, I constantly say this in the comments. If you actually read Pick-Misha and you're not trying to get picked and you read, you'd see that I constantly say not all black men are bad. I love a good black man. I know some good black men and I know that they exist, but they are the minority and not the majority.
And that right there is why I knew I had to address this video. These women who believe that overall their main problem today, modern women, and the black women who want black men, they believe their main problem is not themselves, but instead it's the men around them are 100% delusional. And like I said, I don't care who dates who, marries who. I personally prefer black women. I wouldn't want you to prefer what I want, right? I want peace for you, bro. I want peace for every man. Good luck finding peace. It's difficult. And hopefully you don't find women like this, because I'll put my money on the fact that she's in the same category of women who are looking for men to sponsor them, who don't see value in a man if he can't pay all her bills, who thinks that she deserves a high earning man, who believes that she is the table, who wants the type of relationship where she's lifted up by her man and he's not the head, but they're in a partnership. Their whole thinking is wrong, and it's been proved over and over and over again that they are the most delusional. Yes, do black men have work to do? Yes, black men have a lot of work to do. I had a lot of work to do, personally for myself, before I could entertain the relationship and marriage that I'm currently in. To sit here and act like the majority of black men are the real problem in the dating market, I'd have to strongly disagree. Go ask someone like Kendra G, who's been doing her dating show now for a while. I just saw a video of her admitting, and I'm probably going to touch on this, admitting that she didn't know just how delusional women were when it came to their standards. When they asked her, did you learn anything from your show? She particularly mentioned, I didn't realize how bad it was, how women think that they qualify for men who are outside of their league. That is what she mentioned. And I also did another video where she pretty much said, hey, I didn't know it was this bad. But when KS tried to tell her that, she wouldn't believe it. Let's listen to more of what this chick has to say.
Just because you may not have endured it, or you are enduring it and you're secretly crying at night, or you don't want people to know you're going through struggle of, but you rather endure the struggle of in order to be picked and to stay picked and not be single, you don't speak for all of us.
Let's check out some comments here. In response to that video, this comment says, here's an idea. Do better, men. ... Y'all down bad doing this shit in our community. Doing what? Somebody else here says, it's a video with 4,000 likes compared to a population of millions of people. ... So this comment's like, yo, why are you acting like every black woman and black man is represented on your posts? Somebody else here says 1,500 likes and 300 comments. You call that all black women with the question mark? I will say this though, I believe modern feminism has done such a number on black women and how they think about relationships that it's challenging out here to find one that drinks coffee. Somebody else here says, black men stay in women's comments trying to defend themselves, yet they destroy their communities. She says, goodbye. They're so annoying. Another person here says, I love black men, but they are so traumatized. They will stress you the hell out. We're all traumatized. We definitely are all traumatized. I'm not going to sit here and act like black men aren't traumatized. We're all traumatized. We're all traumatized. I'm not going to get into a topic about trauma, but there's definitely trauma. Somebody else who says, you don't speak for all black women either. Another black woman here checked her. She responded back and says, for a majority though, as I've said, not all black men are bad. Another comment here says, you do not speak for the majority of black women. And of course she insists that she does. So we definitely know that she doesn't speak for all black women. Does she speak for the majority of black women? I'll say this. I do believe that the majority of modern women today, including black women, have been brainwashed into a modern mindset. And when you take that mindset and you go after men you don't qualify for, and they play you, damage you, lead you on, and you're wondering, why aren't you being honest with me? Because you believe you deserve the top % of men out here, and then you go through trauma because all they're doing is leading you on and you never get that ring, and why is he playing me, and he's making all these promises. And there are plenty of men who are willing to give you what they want, but you deserve better. You deserve more. And like in other videos where a chick has actually ran into what she was looking for, instead of settling down with him, she says he actually raised my standards because he showed me I could get better than him, because he actually gave me what I wanted, but I thought to myself, I deserve better than this. Real video. You guys remember the video. Yeah, you're going to go through some trauma if that's how you're moving out here. And you're going to interpret that as black men being toxic. Then there's the side of women who just let's be just plainly honest, love toxic men. This is everything from men who they know are playing games to men who are just running game. You shouldn't be letting any of your man smash. You don't think body count matters, but now you're messed up in the head, to the pookies who are giving you babies, and now you're 3 kids in and a single mom. All that. We've got another video here. We've got a man who says, y'all making black men look horrendously bad, and it's sickening. Let's listen to what she had to say.
I am so upset. So upset that y'all blew this video up so much that I can't even respond anymore to the comments. And there are so many red pill men that I need to respond to. To the red pill black men, the holier than thou black men talking about this doesn't apply to me. Why are you bashing black men? If it doesn't apply to you, then shut the up in 2024. If you're a good black man and this doesn't apply to you, then I applaud you. We as black women applaud you.
No, we're not going to be quiet. We're not going to be quiet, because were they quiet when black men were calling out the behavior on the other side that they didn't like? No. They protested to get channels taken down and people canceled. Women would love to go back to a time. And guys, this is why male platforms are important. They'll love to go back to a time where the only people allowed to talk were those who could actually get on mainstream media and be approved by advertisement agencies. And as a YouTuber in the male space, you really depend on your audience for success. You really do. Because when it comes to most companies and sponsorships, this is not me complaining at all, because I have an amazing audience, and I appreciate you guys so much. I'm just talking about how grateful I am, really, when I realize that it's only because I'm speaking from personal experience, only because of you guys, that a channel like this is possible. They would love for channels like this to get taken down, so that all men have to do is just listen and not rebuttal. Nah, man.
I never said that all black men are bad. That never came out of my mouth. I still love black men. But if you're going to sit here and deny that black men have trauma, need healing, are very toxic in large mass numbers, then you're part of the problem. You guys act like we as black women, we wake up and we're like, we're going to bash black men. We're going to make sure that they're just known to be bottom of the barrel. In order for us to have a reaction, there must have been an action on your end, but we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about accountability. I don't get it.
Accountability, really.
Again, not all black men are bad. I know a few of you guys who are genuinely amazing men.
Just like 2 of you. The rest of you are completely shit. Trash.
But again, that's the few. You guys are not the majority. You're the minority. So please take a seat and shut 2024.
No, we won't stop. We won't sit silently and watch you spread lies. Lies. That's what they are. Lies. And of course, guys, I'm curious to know, what do you think of the lies shared? Comment down below. I appreciate you as always for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pot. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.